I would know what it is, but I can ask you just this simple one. Adam Griffin says, "Can you ask why these clowns tried to take down Abba and Preach with fake DMCA strikes?"
What?
What's going on, Jeremiah Black Development Network? What's going on? Back with Behind the Man Reacts. For people who don't know, this is actually pre-recorded. I am currently in Atlanta at this point. This time of this video uploading to YouTube. So I'll be doing the videos from Atlanta. I think I'm gonna take Christmas off, obviously, but I will be uploading on like Christmas Eve, and then I will take a break, and then we'll be back. Okay. So let's talk about it. Hey, Fresh and Fit, excuse me. Fresh and Fit went on this guy Tim Pool's YouTube or show or podcast, and never heard this guy in my life, but they went on his show. Someone super chatted in, and they asked the question, man, why did you copyright strike Abba and Preach? And of course, you know, that was met with some stuttering.
Basically, we have a lot of people that talk about us on the internet, and some of it is slander, some of it is defamation, and using our content in their videos. And we're like, okay, cool. We've waited out for a while for you to stop. You're still doing it. So, you know what? Cool. Now we're going to take legal action against you because obviously you're attacking our character and our integrity. So at that point, hey, it's all fair game.
So basically, you just admitted that, hey, we got upset because of the different videos and the critiques and stuff like that. We didn't like them, so we copyright strike them. That's literally what I just heard right there, because nobody, I'm going to be honest with you, most channels that I've seen, even they've given their critiques on the channel. A lot of them, except for like Abba and Preach, Abba and Preach has presented actual evidence. The women's have DM'd him. The people that have been involved with them have DM'd him. I think Alpha, I can't think of his channel right now off the top of my head, but he, there was the guy that used to work for him. He exposed them as well, and had receipts on them as well. So that's not defamation of character, dog. You really did what you did. And this is the lifestyle that you're putting forward. So, there's no defamation here. In any court, they will look at you and say, big dog, did you not do that? And this is evidence, big dog. So if it is, then what the fuck you doing in here? So, you know, you couldn't go to court with them. So all you did was copy strike them. And we've already talked about YouTube, man. They got to change that up, just in case guys like this, you know, that's the problem with what happened is there's going to be some guys out there, guys and girls out there that are going to get ideas like this, all because all they have to do is retract what they said. And personally, like, you should have had your channel taken because you copy striked a lot of people.
But if someone breaks into your store, right, and takes a broom off, you have a hardware store, takes a broom off the shelf and starts beating you with your own broom and won't leave and does it for 4 months, what are you going to do?
Well, you can't file a DMCA over it.
Apparently not. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can safely say that these are not alpha men. These are not men, in my opinion. I think it's pretty clear to say. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but I mean, simply put, my example would be what everybody else is doing is imagine like the iPhone or whatever. Perfect example. There are tech reviewers out there. There are tech reviewers for Apple, for Google, for reviews on laptops, on Androids, different shit, right? Now imagine all you're doing is you're talking about the product, right? You're just giving your criticism on the fucking product. And Apple calls you and says, oh, that's copyright infringement. What are you talking about? I never said this was my iPhone. I just said I bought this shit and I'm giving you whether it's a good product or not. And that's what everybody's doing. Is it a good product? Is it really like, is that real or not? And really what you're upset is, people are telling you this shit ain't real. And the lifestyle you live is not applicable to the real world. And you're paying people to act like this. You're bringing in unpredictable variables when it comes to the conversation between men and women. And so that's the whole gist of it. And like I said, again, this is not hatred towards those guys. This is just me. If I was on the pod or if I was in the room, a lot of the elements that they've created just are not real. It's not. You get what I'm saying? And even to be honest with you, men don't act like those men on those podcasts. I'm sorry. It's just that close knit group, and they pay for what they have, big dog. So I don't know what the fuck Myron was talking about. Literally, all we're leaving is a review on something that is already out there. And that's what makes this transformative. That's what makes it fair use. That's what makes it not worth the damn copy strike.
Different countries, it's different depending where you are. But a big thing on fair use where, it hurts your ability to get protected by fair use is, are you hurting that other person's ability to profit from their own product?
And this is the part where I see Myron as just as ignorant as Fresh. The only difference is that Fresh puts himself in these terrible ass positions and things like that. And it doesn't make Myron look as bad. But if you go down his commentary throughout the show, you don't know what that man's talking about. But again, because you have a partner that's just as ignorant as you. Let's start with his point of ability to sell a product or something like that. No one on this channel is, just because, let's go back to the tech review. If a tech reviewer tells somebody that, hey, the Android has a better battery than an iPhone, do you think that's going to stop people from buying the iPhone? Fuck no, it's not. It's not going to stop their sales. It's not going to stop anything. Because number one, it's a small tech reviewer, and they're more worried about the intricacies of the actual product. Some people like that, which is great, but someone that's just off the street, they see a new iPhone, shit, I'm an iPhone lover myself. So I could care less about all the other intricacies that go into the iPhone, but I really love the iPhone. I love the product itself. I love everything about it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to still continue to buy it. The tech reviewers are just for people that, are in that niche and things like that. Does that stop them from purchasing the product? No, it does not. So how does that translate to Fresh and Fit? You guys are regurgitating, first of all, you're regurgitating other coaches' shit wrong anyway. But at the end of the day, you're regurgitating your own products. Someone else is coming in and reviewing said product. It is not stopping people from buying it. If they want to buy it, they can still buy it. But we're going to talk about and critique what you said and your product to see if it's actually a good product. That's point blank, period and simple. Nobody is stopping you. And this is YouTube. You can switch up your content. You guys had millions and millions of different content on your shit. And one more thought with that defamation of character. Now imagine if you did an iPhone review or something like that, and you made a false claim or something like that, that's going to actually impede people or start a panic or something like that. So for example, I'm in the midst of doing a tech review and I say, iPhones cause cancer. I say some stupid shit like that. Now that is defamation of character, because if that gets out to enough tech reviewers, if I start spreading false information, I start putting false charts up and shit that never existed or anything like that, then that would be defamation of character. Then you can say that I'm slandering the name of iPhone. Okay, that's what defamation of character is. Nobody has really put out any false hood against you on your channel. They see what you said, they challenge what you said, and again, you also have, the women and the dudes that have dealt with you come out and say something about it and present emails and all that stuff on you. That's not defamation of character either. Personally, as much as I don't like y'all content, if you guys actually came out and shut up, and actually just did your content and stop actually doing dumb shit, to screw yourselves over, you probably will be just as big as Kevin Samuels and all these other people, but you guys just can't get out of your own way. And then now you're on a podcast where you have to explain why you did what you did. Also, he made a claim of getting rid of other channels, which were probably smaller channels, you know what I mean, which sucks. If they were trying to build an audience and things like that, getting rid of these small channels, I do hope Tim digs into it too. I hope that YouTube sees this as well, and sees this channel, see that channel as well, and see, where they're go back and review so some of these guys can get their channels back. Unless it was them using their whole clip as their content, they definitely deserve their channel back. But yeah, that's crazy. But you know what's funny? What's really, really funny is that Tim actually says something that that really kind of blew my mind. Because as much money as Tim makes, right? As much, and he has his problems as well. Guess what Tim does not do?
The line. I don't go after him still, though. Like, they take clips out of context, they make stuff up. I just ignore it. It's probably the best thing to do.